G'day there, I'm David from Wyndham Vale.
Hey guys, I'm Kirsten, this is Derek. We need to get a patient out by helicopter. So we need you guys to please find a suitable landing site. It needs to be 40 by 40 metres wide, so approximately the size of 2 tennis courts. Flat and firm surface and free of any obstacles. Keep your eyes out for any livestock, trees, power lines. If there's any bystanders around, if you can just keep them well clear and just secure any loose items that are around or anything you come across. And once you've found a location, if you could come back and let us know, and we'll radio that through to the helicopter. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's go, guys.
In the event that you're called upon to look for an appropriate landing site, you'll need to consider the following. The minimum area required is 40 metres by 40 metres, or about the size of 2 tennis courts. Areas such as sporting ovals, open paddocks, and in some cases roads that can be closed prior to landing are suitable. The surface needs to be relatively firm, flat and free of obstacles. Ideally, the aircraft will approach and depart into the wind, so ensure there are no major obstacles.
See if you can pick up any other hazards for us.
Okay, there's power lines above your head here.
One of the most critical things to us for when we come into land is power lines. What might be quite easy for you to see on the ground can be really challenging for us to see from the air.
So take note of their location and ensure this is passed on to the helicopter crew. Take note of any livestock that may be in the area, and if there are any dogs nearby, ensure they are secure.
We've got the air ambulance coming in. It's going to be a lot of noise and dust and stuff. We can't really have the dog run around. Could you mind just tying it up or putting it in the vehicle?
Ensure the landing site is clear of bystanders and that they are kept at a safe distance at all times. The downwash from the 139 is extremely powerful, so ensure that all emergency personnel and bystanders are well clear of any trees or other debris that could potentially pose a threat to their safety. Ensure all emergency personnel are wearing personal protective equipment such as helmets, eye and hearing protection. Prior to the landing, ensure all vehicle doors and windows are closed and loose objects are secure. En route to the scene, the Microflight paramedic will receive landing site information from paramedics or emergency services at the scene.
Yeah, M5, thanks. We have a landing site for you. It is 300 metres north of our current location. There is a 200 metre clearing surrounded by trees. There are power lines to the north. We're bystanders, but they're now clear, and we will currently be loading and we'll meet you there.
And M5 received landing site.
The Microflight paramedic will then relay this information to the aircrew, and a discussion will occur about the best approach and any hazards that may be found overhead at the scene.
Significant obstacles will be on the right-hand side, will be the wires, on the left-hand side the tall gum trees.
Once overhead at the scene, the crew will conduct a recce to identify all hazards before they commence their approach. The pilot in command of the aircraft has the final say as to the suitability of the landing site. If the landing site is not suitable, an alternative will be found.
Everybody happy with the recce?
If an unexpected hazard occurs during the aircraft's approach, immediately notify the helicopter crew by waving your hands above your head. This is called the wave off signal. In this instance, the pilot will abort the landing and circle the landing area until a hazard is identified and corrected, or an alternative can be found. In the event of a night landing, ambulance helicopters operate with night vision goggles. The crew will require beacons and strobes to identify the landing area. Once the landing site is identified, the helicopter crew are likely to request for the lights to be turned off so they do not impact their night vision. Once the helicopter has landed, remain clear while the rotors are still turning. In the event that you need to approach the aircraft while the rotors are still turning, stand clear of the aircraft and indicate to the crew with your arms out and your thumb up. If appropriate, a crew member will escort you to the aircraft. In this instance, under no circumstances are you to approach the aircraft without a crew member escorting you. Do not approach the aircraft until such time as the rotors have stopped turning and the crew have either exited the aircraft or a thumbs up has been received by the member of the crew to enter. If the aircraft is positioned on a sloping surface, the approach will be made using the downward side, never from the rear. Key danger areas for helicopters are the tail rotor, main rotor, exhaust outlets and other items, including pitot tubes, which are used for airspeed indicators and can become extremely hot. and other specialist roll equipment including searchlights, cameras, radar and aerials. Do not operate aircraft doors or hatches, as these can be easily broken and are best left to the crew to operate. If a vehicle such as an ambulance is required to approach the helicopter, follow the directions of the air crew, taking care to remain well clear of the rotor blades. During the loading of a patient onto the aircraft, your assistance may be required. Please follow the aircrew instructions. During the helicopter's departure, follow the same procedures as the landing, ensuring that all personnel and vehicles are well clear until the aircraft has completely departed the scene.